Okay, are we on? I think we are. Okay. Let me jump back into the game so I have proper control of it. Okay, welcome everyone. So today I have something quite different, because normally I would be playing or casting Age of Empires, but for today I'm going to do something which I actually started doing back when I started streaming. So some of my first streams were about doing a keyboard only challenge of Dark Souls 1. But I think I did a couple of streams on that, and then I stopped because I started streaming Age and whatnot. And I kind of wanted to go back to that. And I figured, well, I do not own the updated version of Dark Souls 1, so I'll just do Dark Souls 2, because it's also of the 3 original titles, well, 4 if you include Demon Souls, of course, is the one I know best. And I think that it's also the one which gives you more room to do some weird stuff. So the challenge the run I'm going to start today is going to be, of course, keyboard only, because I've always played keyboard only in Dark Souls, so I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm going to have some personal rules. Now I'm going to show them on chat, so that even people who join afterwards can see them, and I can probably show them on screen as well, because okay, yeah, it's going to be quite hard to see, but let's put around here. So this is what we're going to do. So all weapons I'm going to use will either have bleed damage or fire damage built in. That doesn't mean that I have to go bleed only or fire only, so it's not a pyromancy run, sorry. Meaning that if a weapon deals slash blunts or pierce damage, but also deals bleeding or fire, I will be using that. But I'm not allowed to use weapons which have, let's say, magic, dark, lightning, poison, and so on bonus built into them. So that's not going to be a possibility for me. I will not be able to use infused weapons. So for example, at the start of the game you have access to a fire infused longsword. I will not be able to use that. But if I get a weapon which has fire or blood damage built in it, I will be able to infuse it. So infusion is possible just on weapons which I can already use because of the first point that we have. I will join the Company of Champions. That's the first thing I'm going to do, just to make the game a little bit harder on myself. Of course, I'm going to use keyboard only. I will not be using any glitches or skips, and I will be doing all bosses. Now, of course, in order to do the Darklurker, as you can see on screen, I will have to temporarily leave the Company of Champions. But yeah, that's the only exception I will be making. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's start a new game.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once the symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Thank you for the follow. Okay, and the game starts. So, as you might have gathered from the start, I'm not going to be skipping dialogues or any cutscenes because I haven't had a proper run in a while, so I kind of want to enjoy the game. I don't think I've played this in maybe a year, maybe more. Of course, I have knowledge of the game, so it's not going to be like a proper new game for me, but we'll try to keep it closer to as close to a first experience as we can.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you? You're finished.
You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Hey, hello, thank you. Yes, I'm doing well. Stream so far is going well. There's been no issues whatsoever when it comes to connection as well, which is always nice. How are you on this fine day? Also, sorry if I didn't answer sooner, but I didn't want to talk over the cutscene, that's all.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
I've always loved how they handle the character creation in Dark Souls 2, by the way. Oh, hello, we got another follower today. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you people? Okay, so for what we're going to be doing, I think I will use the cleric as my starting class. Or maybe... So I kind of want to do the swordsman. Yeah, I'll do the swordsman. Doesn't really matter. We'll start with the petrified something, just in case we might be able to get something nice. I didn't. I thought I asked. I'm sorry. How are you? How are you doing on this fine day? So yeah, I'm not going to make the character too serious looking. We're going to be seeing him from behind anyway, so... Story is going fine for the time being. But we'll see once we get into... you know, the hardest part of the game. Thank you. I honestly haven't put that much thought into the quality overall. I just try to make it decent, let's say.
All people come here for the same reason, to break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Yeah, I'm here, sorry. As I said, I just don't want to talk over the
Isn't easy being old.
cutscenes. So, yeah, I can speak Japanese. It's what I majored in university. I haven't used it in a proper conversation in a while, though, so I think I'm going to be a little bit rusty. But yeah, I'm Italian, and I studied Japanese at university, and, well, like in languages, I think I got a decent level in English as well, though it wasn't my, my courses. Oh wait, I'm already. Yeah. So we're not allowed to do any damage without bleeding. So we have to go look for a bleeding weapon. Oh, I wouldn't say I'm multi-talented. I just spend time trying to learn stuff, and when you do that, you eventually... Oh, you cannot hear me clearly. Yeah, I do tend to have my microphone a little bit low. Let me rev that up, and maybe lower the game sound. Should be better now, I hope. Yeah, sorry, I tend to keep it low because I do not want people to be hearing the, the PC fan, but I guess from this distance you shouldn't be hearing it anyway. Oh, I don't really have a schedule for streaming. I mean, Dark Souls to begin with is not my main streaming content. I mainly stream by playing or, casting Age of Empires games. I just wanted to branch out a little bit, because I do like games and just want to try different stuff on the stream. Thank you for the offer, but I'm not really interested into arts at the moment. What other games? So, mainly, as I said, Age of Empires. I've been playing for years now. I've been trying to get better and better. I wouldn't say I can play it at a competitive level, but yeah, I normally stream that. Although my streams, they focus mostly on casting games rather than streaming my own. And well, aside of that, I just, in my free time, I play a variety of games. I just try different things. Oh yeah, I would say Age of Empires is my favorite one, definitely. No question about it. And do you play any games? What's your favorite one? Oh, I'm from Italy. I don't think I've ever played that one. I'm sorry, I don't even know what DBD stands for as a... Oh, Dead by Daylight, okay. Okay, I know the title, I've just never really tried it. When it comes to, I mean, it's kind of a survivability game, right? If I'm not mistaken. And I think the closest survivability game I've ever played is probably Minecraft or Valheim, which I've been playing a bit lately. It's pretty fun. But yeah, they're two completely different games, right? Okay, yeah, it's a survival game. It's quite... Yeah, ask away. I mean, if it's not ban worthy, I will not be banning you, so it really depends on the question.
I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick. Bearer of the... For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
No, I'm sorry. At the moment, I'm not really looking for an artist for the channel.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
No, I mean, it's not a matter of whether I like your art or not, it's just I'm not looking for anything at the moment, so I'm just not interested in, you know, an artist for the channel in general. Not just because it's you, it's just in general.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
So going back to the run, as you see, I'm using the Morningstar, which has bleeding damage, so that doesn't go against the run rules. So for the time being, we'll be using that. So in true Dark Souls 2 fashion, let's go and say hello to our friend Mowgli.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh, sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If if you'd be so kind. I came from the west, from Volgan. Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant with trade. Very competitive, of course. And you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold. It's been years since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really. Well, I do hope I see you again.
Okay. Now we've talked to him, so
What the?
let's take care of him.
Curses are enough of this! You won't get me!
There we go. And we get got his clothes, which is nice because that will give us extra souls when we kill stuff. Titanite shard, let's go. Did I put the Estus? No, I didn't. Okay, so for the time being we're going to be use this, and we got the Estus shard, so I'm going to upgrade the Estus flask, and after that we can just start the game proper. Let's say.
This land.
Also, sorry if I end up skipping some dialogue. I'm just so used to doing it that I will. Well, not unconsciously, but I was just doing it automatically, so I'll try to avoid that, but at least for these first streams it's just going to be that way. So for the time being, I'm not going to be spending my souls because I want to get to 10k. And once we get to that, we can spend them at Melentia, the merchant that we're going to be meeting in a moment. Because if we do that, she gives us the Serpent Ring, which is upgraded to +1, which will increase the amount of souls we get when killing stuff. So that's going to be our first objective. And oh, I forgot to join the companions. Not the companion, champions, sorry. Different game. Companions are in Skyrim, not in this game. Can take care of that straight away. Let's go back to Majula. Just one sec. Okay. Let's go to the stone tablets. Bone, always useful. Okay, kneel and we can enter the Covenant. Yes, I am. Yes, let me join. Okay, so Covenant of Champions. So if you're new to Dark Souls 2, which, I mean, I guess there are still people out there who haven't played this game. What that does is it basically enables the hard mode for this game. So you cannot summon anyone. That goes for both NPCs and players. You cannot be invaded by other players, so you're basically playing offline. I do not remember if NPCs which are supposed to invade you can still do it or not. I guess they do. And as an added bonus, you will also... So enemies will be dealing more damage. I think bosses will have more HP. And maybe you deal less damage as well. I do not remember that. But yeah, basically... It is meant for, I would say, veteran players, stuff like that. If you're playing for Dark Souls 2 for the first time, I suggest you do not choose that color. I think we procced some bleed in this thing. There we go. Solo Proud Knight, that's always nice to get. Also, maybe we should do this. One sec, sorry. I do not know how to change that, but... No? I'm sorry to do this mid-stream, but... Yeah, I'll just have a look later on, maybe when I'm done. Because I normally keep the messages on screen, right? They do not time out. But I think I will just change that. Interested, and I think I'm dealing with a bot. So there we go. Took care of that. I mean, the other one is probably a bot as well, but who cares? Done. There we go. No backstab? Really? Okay. So we can get up here. Okay. So we just clean this area. Backstab. Why is there two? Straight sword. Oh, I just rolled into the fire of the bomb. Oh, 2 hits is not enough. Okay. Even with the heavy attack. There we go. Is this guy? Yeah, he's... I don't remember if the Covenant of Champions also changes the amount of souls you get. I think it doesn't. Go. So we just go up here. Okay, we have to kill that dude. Wait. Okay, I couldn't move there for a moment. Don't know why. Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, I guess. Okay, we just run straight at him. Yeah. Okay, gravity killed him. Let's not get killed ourselves by gravity. Short sword, soul of the lost and dead. Okay, I might break my weapon before I get to the next bonfire. Did he drop anything? No. Okay, there are 2 more dudes here. Well, 3. One is just sleeping on the floor. Okay. Anyway, back to why I chose the cleric as my starting class. Because we're focusing so much on bleed. The most important stats for us are going to be dexterity and faith, because those are the only 2 stats that bleeding scales with. Dexterity is also useful because it's going to improve our fire damage. So the way fire damage works in Dark Souls 2 is quite similar. It's quite simple. It just looks at the sum of your intelligence and faith. So it scales with both, which is different from, for example, the dark damage. Because dark damage scales with faith and intelligence as well, but it doesn't look at the sum of the 2 statistics. It scales with the lowest of the 2. So you do need to improve both, because you get your faith to 20 and your intelligence stays at 10, let's say. Your dark damage is going to scale with the intelligence still, so it's not going to be good damage. Whereas for fire, you just need to improve 1 single stat, and that's going to be good. Yeah, there's a dude there. I don't want to. Yeah, if I can get a backstep. Otherwise, I think my mace will break. Alright. Do I have? No, I do not have enough souls there to get to 10k. Oh, these guys, they take a beating. How is that not a hit? I dodged that. Apparently not. Human effigy. Always useful. I swear I got my timings all wrong for the attacks. I keep getting hit for no reason. Down here. Okay. Nice. Okay, this guy. So the unarmed one, they die with 2 hits from the heavy attack. The ones with weapons, they do not. Okay, these guys, yeah, pretty nice. Good thing we have a mace, because they are weak to blunt damage. Wait, is it classified as blunt? Oh, it's strike, not blunt. Okay, I will need to change the wording in the run description as well. Almost killed me. I mean, do I even get the fire longsword? I don't really need to, right? I cannot use it anyway due to my own rules. So I'll just take the soul here. It should be a very proud knight, yeah. We go back to the bonfire, which is going to be the one close to Melantia. Okay, we should be able to get to 10k now. Oh. There we go. And I skipped dialogue again. I'm sorry.
My name is Melantia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. When the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life grow into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. time that I pick up and move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love.
Okay. Now that we got all of our dialogue, let's just buy stuff. I wanted to get all of our dialogue, but because that way, once we beat, I don't remember if it's just the giant or the pursuer as well. She just moves to Majula automatically, so we don't have to talk to her again. We've spent 10k souls on her, so now, yeah, she's going to give us. She's going to give us the ring. There we go.
Lovely times these are.
Yeah, lovely times. I get it. Let's just equip that immediately. Now, do I want to... Okay, let's just go upstairs first. Let me kill this guy, because I don't want him to... Ooh, actually, I haven't thought about what to do with shields. For the run. Okay, I think I will allow myself to equip shields just to get the bonuses that some of them give. And I missed the lizard. Fantastic. But I will not be allowed to use them to protect myself. Kill this guy. I do want to get that lizard because it gives a Titanite shard if I'm not mistaken, so let's try it again. It should respawn. It's not like Dark Souls 1 where they do not respawn. Oh. The hell? Okay. Well, unless it's running into the corner, so that's on me. I'll try another time. If I cannot get it at this time, I'll just come back later. Maybe when I can one-shot it, so it doesn't run away as easily. Oh, there we go. It's 2 Titanite shards, okay. Thought it was 1. Okay, that's nice. So I'm tempted to cheese the Dragonrider. So just have, you know, gravity do its job. That way we could get, I think, about 15k souls, which is nice. But I don't know. That's not a glitch. That's not a skip. So it technically doesn't go against the rules. But yeah, I'll just play this normally. Well, not normally. I would say properly, because I think for a Dark Souls 2 player, letting the rider fall to his demise is the normal way to approach it. These guys really deal some damage. Holy. Okay, I got a bastard sword. Do I have enough souls? Yeah, okay, let me go back to Majula. real quick because I want to get another weapon with bleeding from the blacksmith. Which I'm not allowed to use for the time being. Okay, good. Let's use the souls.
Not roam around like you
keep skipping.
flirtatious vagabonds.
I'm sorry.
What does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
Okay. This is what I wanted. The Falchion, as you can see, it has bleeding damage. No, just one is going to be enough.
I'll be around.
And this is going to be way better for the time being, because I can use it with one hand. Thanks to my stats. It's quicker, it uses less stamina, which...
But seek souls. Larger, seek the king. That is the only... Lest this land swallow you.
Any others? Yeah. Let me get some endurance, because stamina is an issue at the moment. And let's go back to the Cardinal Tower. And now we can play this. Well, we can keep on playing. Let's two-hand this, because I for no reason. Okay. Nice. I think it's still going. It's still going to take me 4 hits. Oh no, it's 3. Nice. Ah yeah, because it scales with. It has a bit of scaling on dexterity, which this character has pretty high. Because I studied with the swordsman. So I'm dealing better damage than I did with the mace. This. Let's drop down to get this guy. Where did you come from? Anyway. I'm starting to drop frames, which I do not like. Yeah, and that's usually a connection problem when it starts happening. So okay, let me. Yeah, I'm definitely dropping frames. So the stream is going to get reset. I will keep on recording. Let me restart my connection real quick. see. Are we back? Yes, we are, and we're no longer dropping frames. Okay, perfect. Sorry to anyone who was watching this live, I just had to...
My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself.
Reset the connection in order to not drop frames.
I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
I'm dropping them again, and I have no clue why.
Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps. I came to this land some time ago. Drangling, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sorry about the people who are going to be watching this on YouTube.
I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen.
Just trying to fix the whole connection thing.
It's a map of Drangling. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait. No. That wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion.
Okay, frames
What a joy
should be
to
fine
meet
now.
a kindred spirit out here. Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone. Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion. Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong. Just be careful.
Hey, Tech.
I'll be back in Majula soon. Perhaps we will meet again and discuss maps at our leisure.
Yeah, we finally hit the 50 followers milestone, which is nice. I honestly do not know what I'm going to do with it, because I didn't really start this with the intention of making money out of Twitch. But we'll see. I'll just get some information about how that works and weigh my options. I don't think I would like to have ads on my channel. I mean, if people want to subscribe and donate money, then sure, but I doubt I will be getting ads. That's not why I'm doing all of this. And honestly, I also do not want people to come here and feel like they have to subscribe to, you know, have a proper watching experience. But I do not know how any of that works, so I'll just have to look into it. Oop. Down. I am fighting a turtle. Not a turtle ship, but still a turtle. explode. So we get a shortcut. So yeah, as you might have deduced from what you see on screen, I'm trying to branch out a little bit because I didn't start Twitch just to stream Age. I just want to, you know, share overall stuff I like to do with games. Of course, Age is still going to be my main thing. I still have the league to cast, but I wouldn't mind just streaming 2 times a week. One time I stream the league and the other one I stream something else. Stuff like that. I mean, of course, to keep up with the recordings from the league, I would have to cast more than 2 times a week, but I'll see. Thank you, Zach. Really appreciate it. Just about to die there. He dropped something, which I'm not going to be able to use anyway, but so Zach, have you ever played this one, Dark Souls 2, or what, Dark Souls games in general, or are they, you know, out of your range of interest, let's say? This is nice. Yeah, I understand. I have too many games as well in my Steam library that I still need to play. I mean, I've had this for, I think, 15 years now. No way where it's not been out for that long. Definitely 10 years. And I don't know, I enjoy it every time I play it, so I'm still going to do it, but honestly, branching out and doing some other games might also be a nice excuse to finally play some of the games I have in my library. Also, I think this one was one of the last games I bought a physical copy for. I bought a physical copy for. Because it was still during that time when, you know, physical copies were still a thing. I mean, they still make physical copies of games, but it's not like it used to be when we were
Hello
children.
there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's this... I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't... I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
stuff, I guess. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think I lost my original copy of Age of Conquerors. I later on got a bundle edition where you have H1, 2, and 3. But yeah, I think I lost my original one of H2, Age Conquerors, which is sad because it also came with the book, right? The little booklet they gave you with the information about the saves and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it would be nice to still have that. I'm not really the kind of person who collects things, but I mean,
Well,
that would be
I
nice
see
to
you
have.
managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. Oh. But you should take this. It allows undead. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
So Dark Souls is hard, but in a way that if you play it, mindlessly, you will just lose because you need to learn enemy patterns, the way that they attack and whatnot. So I feel bad saying this, but it's not something the average gamer is probably good at, or rather doesn't have the patience to do. I don't know, I've been playing it for years, so of course to me it's not as hard as it used to be. But still, as you just saw, I almost died despite the fact that this is the start of the game and I'm somewhat of a veteran at this. So if you just look away for a moment, you can just get killed by anything, really. No, I'm not allowed to use this because of the run, force of habit. So Tech, since you just got here, Dark Souls is hard, and I'm also kind of doing it in such a way that I'm making it harder on myself, so I'm not allowing myself to use certain weapons. So the weapons I can use, they have to deal either bleeding or fire damage by themselves. And I'm also using, a built-in mechanic of the game to make it harder. So you have covenants you can join, they have different bonuses and different things you can access. And the one I joined, it has basically no bonuses, it just makes the game harder by making the enemies hit harder, they have more HP, and so on and so forth. And well, as you can see, I'm playing by using a keyboard only. So let me just... Okay, I haven't equipped it. Go. Come on. There we go. There's another turtle. switch weapon because they are weak to strike damage. Yes, the mace does. Go back to the Falchion because it deals slash damage, which is better against these common enemies. It also requires less stamina to attack. Oh, well, gravity works as well. Does a counter damage. There's a shield here, which I'm not allowed to use, but whatever. Did we get many souls? Yeah. Fire arrow, that's nice. I mean, oh no, I can use fire arrows eventually, because they deal fire damage. Okay, so we go back to Majula, we get our stats upgraded, and then I think we can take on the last giant as our first boss.
Bearer, seek soul, seek the king, lest this land swallow you whole.
Let's go. So, yeah, I want more stamina. Maybe the adaptability to increase my invincibility frames. That should be good. Let's go kill the skeleton in the basement, so that we get another Estus shard flask, Estus flask shard. And then we should be able to take on the last giant. Come on. Ooh. That's... Ah, yeah, of course. Jumping attack. Oh, well. So here comes the one of the first mechanics of the game. I died once, so my maximum health is just less than it should be. And the more you die, the more maximum health you lose. Although you cannot go lower than half of it. And I'll just use some bombs here. There we go. So the character will start looking like an undead more and more, but if we use the human effigy, you go back to looking human, and well, your maximal health gets back to, well, to its maximum, as it should be. So, shard. Let's get the soul vessel, which I don't think I'm going to use, but still nice to have. Yeah, he didn't let me finish my drink. I have to say that in Dark Souls 2, the animation for the drinking is pretty slow. So, I mean, that's something many people have complained about. I mean, you have other means to heal yourself. Like you have the life gems, which they do not heal as much as the Estus Flesh, but they do heal. You can use them faster. So it's just a matter of knowing when you can heal and managing your different options.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it. So that I'm to see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Okay, so we can improve the Estus Flask. So we get more charges. And then we go fight our first boss. Switch back to the Falchion. Yeah, let's get rid of him as well. There we go. There's another guy over here. Okay. Enter the mist. Let's go. Doing his stomping thing. Oh! Yeah, I'm not taking any chances here because it isn't supposed. Okay. Tears his own arm off to use it as a weapon. And there we go, first boss. We got his soul, which I'm going to consume straight away. Okay, now we can level up quite a bit. Well, that's the beauty. You're not really a good guy nor a bad guy in the game.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more seek the king. That lest this...
Yeah. This then swallows you whole. Okay. So, I'm going to level up... So, there's a weapon I want to get, and I need 13 intelligence and faith for that, but... Let's wait for the time being. Some more stamina, I need some more HP, just to be safe. Do I increase strength here? Don't really need it. Dexterity. Maybe some adaptability, yeah. This should be fine. Let's maybe upgrade the weapon a little bit. Do I have other souls to use? No.
Oh,
Let's reinforce Falchion.
I'll be around.
Okay, so the key we just got allows us to open a door which will lead us to the second boss, or yeah, come up here. We can encounter what is supposed to be the second boss in another area, so not his arena. This is going to be up there where that guy is. We're just throwing bombs at each other for the time being. Oh well, I cannot use throwing knives because it's fine. So it is open world in the sense that you can go technically everywhere you want at any point of the game. But of course some areas are thought to be harder than others, so you're supposed to go there when you're higher level. But yeah, you can basically go anywhere you want at any point in the game. So for instance, to proceed towards the end of the game, there are 4 main bosses that you need to defeat in order to gain access to the last area. But there is no real order in which you must defeat them. You couldn't do them in any order. There aren't really quests. There are just things you need to do in order to get to some areas. I would say the only quest in the game is the main one, so which is to quote-unquote claim the throne in place of the previous king. But in order to do that, you must access the palace and whatnot. And to access the palace, you need the souls of 4 different bosses. But then again, if you wanted to, you could skip the bosses if you have collected enough souls. So if you go here in player status, I forgot which. Yeah, so if you see this one, soul memory, as you can see I have 74k. To access the later stages of the game, you either get 1 million of this, or the 4 souls from the main bosses. So you either farm for souls, or you just, you know, do things the game was supposed to be done, to be played. So I think the game is a little bit louder compared to the way I speak. I mean, compared to my voice. Let me adjust that. And for example, the boss we just defeated, I know he didn't get a, you know, an health bar in the lower part of the screen like the previous one did. So you either defeat him here as a proper enemy, or you fight him in the boss room. You can choose. It doesn't really make a difference. You still get the soul, you still get the ring. And I mean, overall, that's one of the great parts about the game, right? You have a bit of freedom. You know, there are things you have to do in order to complete the game, but you do have freedom in the order you do things.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it. To see light, to see hope, however.
So let's upgrade the flask again. We level up and we go to the next area where we have another boss to take care of. Which, as I mentioned, I could cheese and use gravity to kill him, but I'll do things the proper way. Okay, I think we have enough dexterity. Let's start leveling up these. Some intelligence, yeah. Alright, I think I can upgrade the weapon as well now, so let's do that. Yeah. +3. Ooh, I have a large titanate shot. Nice. And we go down there. Just need to get past this underground passage. There's a shield here. I'll still take it. Not going to use it, but I'll take it. The lever that opens the door. We get to the Tower of Flame. Okay. Okay, so these guys, they keep on sleeping unless you attack them, and until you kill the area boss. One of the two bosses of the area. Whoop. Okay, the guy respawn. Actually, do I deal enough damage with the Falchion now, or is the mace still better? 180. Yeah, Falchion is better now. There we go. Second dude. go. Are you going to fall off? Yes, you are. As always, gravity is the strongest power in this game. So let's do this. Nice, second platform is up. Let's get this guy as well. Yeah, I used gravity, and the best part is, if I didn't get these levers, I could have used it against the boss as well, but yeah, I don't feel like cheesing today, so I'll just do this the proper way. I'm going to ignore those two guys and get straight to the Dragonrider. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Ah, that's nice damage. No, I didn't mean to change weapon. Amazing hitboxes. Yeah, they don't speak. So we got the soul. Just thinking about what weapons we can make with that soul. Yeah. Can't really use any of those weapons. Oh yeah, bosses they just hate you in the game. Well, to be fair, anything in this game hates you and is out to kill you. Except for NPCs like this one.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power.
Mm-hmm.
But the cost of it...
Yeah.
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world, and such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well... I must do this, and being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon, to a place I could gull the... Sorry, help the gullible, by teaching the good word.
Yeah, okay. Exhausted the dialogue. I don't think she has anything we need. Yeah.
No need for... The gods frown upon such soul scrimpers.
Yeah, I needed to exhaust the dialogue, so she moves from this place.
Bearer of the seek lest this.
Okay, let's level up again. Okay, so... Can I get to 13? No. No, wait. Some strength might be useful. Yeah, let's go for strength. Don't really need it at the moment, but it's going to be nice later on. So, let me think. Kind of wanted to go on in this area, but ooh, we'll see. Because now there's going to be double the enemies out to kill us, because the guys in white we saw earlier are now awake. And there are still the big dudes in armor, of course. Oh, here he comes. Oh, actually, yeah. There is something I need to get. Let me kill this guy, and then I have to go back for one. For a ring. They hit hard. Yeah, there's something pretty useful that I have to go back and get, because I forgot. Go back here at the start. Yeah, open the doors. Get across this. And we can get one of my favorite rings from the game. Just need to kill this guy. There we go. Okay, the stone ring. That's going to be useful, because it makes it easier to make enemies stagger when you hit them. Okay, now we can do this. Hopefully. Do I have bombs left? Not that many. Is there anything else I can use? Cannot use this from range. Okay, yeah. Come at me. Ooh. Yeah, it was charging the attack. this. I'll just take it for the time being. I don't need it at the moment because I don't plan on dying that much. So Ring of Binding, it basically decreases the rate at which your maximum health decreases every time you die. Yeah, come at me, come on. He's going to aggro the moment I attack the white dude, isn't he? Alright. Okay. Okay, now fire arrows. So I want to do this. There we go. So I can fight them one at a time. Okay. Okay, this is going better than expected. Of course you turn like that. How is that not a backstep? Hate these guys. Oh yeah, now we have to deal with the one with the lens. Ugh. Yeah, come down here. I don't want to aggro the dragon. Well, it's technically a wyvern, I think. There we go. Finally. Backstep. Didn't do that much damage. Down. Wyvern still sleeping. Let's run up to it and kill it. Dodge. so I'm not going to be using the shield to parry attacks, but I'm going to keep it equipped because this shield increases our item drop rate, which is always nice. I think I need to use the repair powder. Our weapon durability was pretty low. Radiant life gem, that's nice. And human effigy. Okay, let's equip more gems. It's always useful to have more healing items. Okay, we might die now, but let's see. Actually, it's going... I'm not going to say it's going better than expected, because... yeah. Just got hit. And this boss can be bled, I know that much. How is that a hit on me? Heal. Oh yeah, I got bleed there. Oh. Oof, managed to dodge that. And I had... Okay, that was good. Take these off, because I didn't need them anymore. Well, not equipped. Okay, now we can think about... yeah, I think I can get the weapon I wanted now. I should have... enough resources. Ooh, actually 2 weapons.
There, seek, less.
Because I'm going to get... okay, yeah, that's what I needed. Yeah, let's improve our dexterity. Oh, I might need 14 strength for that. I forget, but yeah. Okay, I have enough souls to pay the lady to move the entrance. There she is.
Oh, this room is not as it seems. There are 2, not 1 pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
Yeah. Move path.
Go ahead then. May the power offer your souls to the gods.
Yeah. up here, this dark passage. Let's be careful not to fall down. We get to Falchion. There he is.
The dark stirs. I see it. The dark has sparked within you. My name is Falchion. I will trade with you. What do you need?
Okay, Falchion. I need... Oh! Of course, I haven't enough souls for that.
No matter. The time will come.
Yeah. So I need 5k souls for that. Okay. Well, let's go get the other weapon in the meantime, shall we? Should be able to get the needed souls. Don't shoot there. Go. Okay, so we have some light here. Let's get to the door. Of course, they just destroyed. No, let's go here. Do I have? Oh, I don't. Wanted to get some light here, but not mind. Dropping a lot of stuff, to be honest. Okay. So I still need 3k souls. Should be able to get there. Life gem. And poison moss for later, I guess. It's pretty useful. Trying to ambush me. This one as well. This, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna rest at the bonfire right now. Don't need to. No, actually, I might need it for the durability of my weapon. Hit like an an idiot. Anyway. Okay. Come to play. Yeah, this guy might actually kill me if I'm not careful. Huh. I thought I would do less damage than that. You want? Come on. Okay. So there's the big dude, which aggro. Let's not get poisoned there. Okay. And now we go this way. Yeah, I'm going to have enough souls for the weapon I was looking for. To aggro you as well from distance. Oh. Yeah, I knew I was going to die. They hit hard. They do. I also should have probably leveled up my adaptability more for my iframes. Heal up. Not really a fan of wasting like this my fire arrows, because it's going to be a while before I can buy them from NPC. But I don't want to risk having to fight two of those guys at the same time. And I cannot just run up to the... As I was saying, I cannot just run up to the second one because there's also a skeleton on that ledge, so it's not ideal. Actually, there should be a hollow around here, shouldn't there? Huh. Aha! I knew it. Okay. And we get the whip, the notched whip. So that's the only whip we're going to be able to use for the run because of the bleeding it has. It's a fun weapon to use. Not the strongest. Whips in general are not great in Dark Souls, which, I mean, makes sense. You're mostly fighting big undead monsters. You don't really want to be whipping them.
The dark.
Now, I can buy the Chaos Rapier, which deals fire damage.
Come again. The dark is...
That is nice. I'm going to keep it in my secondary hand. And now we can go to the dwarf. Okay, I think I get to the wharf and then end the stream there. So it's been 2 hours. I want to maybe stream a little bit more later and do some casting. Dropped an Stone. That's nice. So that's an item you can only get once you get to the Covenant of Champions. And it's used to basically level up your level in the Covenant. You need 50 to get to the maximum level, and if you get there, they reward you with the ring, which allows you to basically... which improves the damage you do barehanded. Come on. I'm gonna have to go back to Melantia and get more life gems because I'm running out. I do not. Okay, let's go back to Majula, and while we teleport, I will be ending the stream right here. I will continue next time with the No Man's Wharf, probably the Bastille as well. Shouldn't take too long, and we'll see, we'll see where we get with the next stream. So thank you to anyone who joined. I'm sorry if at the start I interacted with what looks like were bots. It's just you never know, right? So yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.